Okay guys, I'm back. Are you ready to go over Tuesday's homework? Cute. Okay, let's do it. So, Tuesday's homework, I'm not going to go over every single problem. Again, just like I said before. Let's just do, I'm going to skip find the sum and the difference, but I will do find the product. So for find the product today, we're supposed to do 285 and 3/10 times 6 and 4/10. So you need to draw lattice boxes for this. We need a 3 by 2. So go ahead and flip your paper over so you can follow along. Oh, darn, we need a 4 by 2. There we go. Okay, so we have 2, 8, 5, 3, 6, 4. Okay, so let's check our work. 3 times 6 is 18. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 2 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 8 is 32. And 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, check your work. And now we add. 8 and 1 would be 9. 2, 4, 5. 8 and 8 is what I would add first, is 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. So I get 1, 8, 2, 5, 9, 2. Okay, let me write that here. 1, 8, 2, 5, 9, 2. Okay, but that's not my final answer yet because I need to put my decimal in, right? So we moved our decimals out of the way at the beginning. I mean, I didn't really do that, but I just left them out. So we moved this one spot and this one spot. So when I put it back, I need to put it back a total of 2 spots. So I get 1, 2. So I should get 1,825 and 92 hundredths. Okay, let's do our find the quotient. Our quotient, we've got 9 goes into 6,428 and 4/10. Okay, so we're going to just do our normal division. 9 does not go into 6, so now we do into 64. So 9 times 7 is 63, which gives us 1 left over. I'm going to write small here so I don't run out of space. 9 goes into 12 only one time, which is 9. I would just count up here. 9, 10, 11, 12 would be 3. Times does 9 go into 38. 9 times 4 is 36. Which gives us 2 left over, and finally 9 goes into 24. Only 2 times, because 9 times 3 is 27. So that'd be 18. So we subtract. I would probably just count up here, 18, 19, 20. So 6 left over here. And we're supposed to report our remainder as a decimal, so let's add 2 zeros, and we'll be good there. We'll just stop there no matter what, right? Because we're going to round it off like we did yesterday. So 9 goes into 60 6 times, which is 54. The space, which is 6. And oh my gosh, it's 60 again. This one's a repeating one. It'll go on forever, right? Because it'll be 60 minus 6 is 54, so on and so on. But we're good. We're going to put our decimal straight up, and we're just going to round to the hundredths place. We practiced rounding, so we're good. So we're going to find the hundredths place. It's this one. And we're going to look next door, and we're going to say, should it round up or should it round down? And so in this case, 6 makes it closer to the next hundredth up. So it would round to 714 and 27 hundredths. Okay? Let's see. Let's do 100th less and 100th more. So we've got 6 and 93 hundredths. We need to do 100th more and 100th less. This one should be easy because it's already got the, oh, we're doing 100th. No, we're doing a 10th today, Miss Leslie. Oh my gosh. A 10th less and a 10th more. So we need to find the 10th place. 10th place right here. So 1/10 less would be 6 and 83 hundredths. And a 10th more, what do you think? 'Cause can't put a 10 here, remember? Once this place is filled up, it goes to the next place. So it would be 7 and 3 hundredths. You can think of this as like adding a dime. If If you had a dime on, because it's a tenth, right? So a tenth is a dime. It'd be 7 3/100. Okay, next we have 103 15/100. So 1/10 less would be 103 no tenths. And one more would be 103 25/100. And last we've got 308 thousandths. So 1/10 less than what we currently have would be 208 thousandths. And 1/10 more, easy, would be 408 thousandths. Okay, next, let's look at those decimals. So it looks like the first one has 76, no, 76, right? Yeah, 76. 76 shaded out of 100, so just like yesterday, that makes it 76/100. And then the other one is 70 out of 100, which is 70/100. Or, can you think of another way we could write 70/100? We could just write it as 7/10, right? Because it's 7 of those lines out of 10 possible ones, right? Okay. Measuring to the nearest half of a centimeter, I would say that first line would be 1.5 or 1.5 centimeters. And the second one is definitely 4 centimeters. Remember that it's not always a half. Even if you're measuring to the nearest half, it could be to the nearest whole as well. And then finally, let's do area and perimeter. So this time our rectangle looks like something like this. We have 8 by 5 inches. So let's do the area first. So remember, area is all the inside. We find area by multiplying the length and the width because it's like an array. Remember, an area is like an array. It's 5 inches or 5 dots by 8 inches or 8 dots. Just multiply them together, cover the whole thing. What would we get? We get 40 inches squared. Remember that squared is important because we did 5 times 8. We did inches times inches, so inches squared. Also, this squared means that it's going in the shape of a square. I mean, I know this is a rectangle, but it's not like one long line. It's a shape. It's a 2D shape and not just a long line. Okay? And then perimeter is when we add up all the sides, like a bulletin board border, like a fence is perimeter. Christmas lights, if you like hang up Christmas lights in your room. Trying to think of other things that are perimeter. So to do perimeter, we need to add all the sides, which means we need to label all of the sides and just add them up. So 8 and 8 is 16, 5 and 5 is 10, so 16 and 10 would be 26, and then it's inches, not squared, because it's one long line. We could unfold this into like one long thing. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Back to our regularly scheduled programming, and